Gonna become a mom soon. A woman can be any way. My passion was in fitness and helping others. My name is Brittany Matthews, and I am a trainer, an entrepreneur, a soon-to-be mom, and a Balance Elite leader. I grew up in a small town of Tyler, Texas. My family was big into sports, and I was that kid that played every sport. I played softball, basketball, I did track, and then once I got to high school, I randomly got into cheerleading. And then I quit cheerleading my junior year and just did soccer junior year and senior year. After high school, I went to play soccer at UT Tyler, and I literally just fell in love with soccer all over again. I was playing with my best friends, I was getting led by these amazing girls. It was just a huge family. And then my senior year, I don't know where it came from, but I just got this insane attitude drive where, okay, I'm not losing. I'm not about to be on a team that loses. My senior year was just amazing. I broke the record for the most hat tricks in a season. So once you do good, you start breaking records, media, and people want to interview and people want to talk to you and this and that. And being with Patrick, it helped me learn a lot about the media and what people say. And so my coach was like, do not let that get to you. Keep playing. Do not think about, oh my gosh, I need to score. I need to break a record. I really just started to work on, building the girls around me, building the team, and making them to become strong, amazing leaders so that they were prepared once I left. So Patrick, he is my best friend in the whole world. We met in high school. His freshman year, my sophomore year, he just became one of my best friends, like all of his other friends were. But I never liked him. We were just best friends. So then I think his sophomore year, my junior year, he brought this little Valentine's gift for me at lunch one day. It was like a heart card that said Happy Valentine's Day and like a rose or something. And he just brought it to me as a funny joke, but I thought it was the cutest thing in the world. Everyone in the cafeteria started chanting kiss her to him. And I was like, okay, this is embarrassing. From then on, I think that's where I just kind of started getting a crush on him, and then boom, we just fell in love. When we started dating, I had no idea he was even good at sports. And then I remember the quarterback had graduated, and I was talking to him. I'm like, so who's gonna be our new quarterback? And he was like, well, I think I'm gonna try out. And I was like, wait, you play quarterback? I think his senior year is when he, played full-time quarterback, and that's when he started getting some offers. And he ended up going to Texas Tech, and then that's when it really hit me oh shit, you might go play professional football. And it was surreal to see him living his dream and seeing him grow as an athlete and as a man in general was just amazing. After college, my best friend, she ended up going to Iceland and playing on a team, and then I ended up following her footsteps and going to Iceland, playing on a different team. Iceland is a beautiful little island, so ultimately it was a fun vacation to take. But while I was in Iceland, I realized, that you have to have a huge passion if you want to play soccer, and that's what you want your career to be. I found that my passion was in fitness and helping others, and even through college and when I came back to America before I moved to Kansas City, I was that friend that all my friends, I want to work out with Brittany because she can train me. And so I decided to create an at-home workout program just because I was getting a lot of those emails from women saying they're nervous to go into the gym. They want to get back into the groove of things before they go back to the gym. And that's ultimately what I like to help people with. I'm like, who gives a shit what they're looking at? Who cares what they have to say about you? Put your headphones in, get your work in, do what you need to do, and get out of the gym. But most of my guides are available for people to follow on their own time, their own schedule, wherever they want. I think ever since I've been, old enough to make my own decisions, I've had my own drive. I was either working, I was studying, I was playing soccer, or I was in class. I don't like to be bored. I don't like to not have things to do. Patrick works his ass off and is at the facility from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. There's no excuse for me to be sitting on my butt at home doing nothing or not making a difference in this world or not being successful. And I feel like we're a team. He has, all these younger kids that want to play football or want to be a professional athlete. There's a different base that I can touch on. I can touch on women and then people just in the fitness space. I get a lot of emails from girls in high school that want to start working out, and I'm like, that's amazing. So I really just enjoy, being online, being available via email, helping people out. 2020 has been a year for most people, but I think we've had a lot of huge blessings for us happen this year, but I think most people don't understand that, we go through struggles as well. And me just being, a normal girl living this normal life with this NFL star, most people stereotype of an NFL, star should not be with this normal girl. And so ever since my platform has grown, the hate and the rude people have continued to grow as well. I will say that Patrick has been a huge help in this aspect, and his brother Jackson deals with it on a whole nother level too. So just him and I being able to get close and bond through this thing, like, me and him talk about it every day. Like, who cares what that person says? Like, ignore it. And I think the biggest lesson that I have had to learn is to not let random internet bullies who are hiding behind a freaking computer screen get to you. And as I go, like, yes, I'm learning to deal with it, but at the end of the day, I am human and I do have feelings and I do see it and it does hurt. I partnered with Balance because they preach a balance of different women, and they have all different shapes and sizes of women representing their brand. I have always been told, you're too small, you're too skinny, you need to eat this, you need to eat that. And it's like, a woman can be at any weight and still be healthy. She can be at any weight and still be happy. She could be at any weight and working on herself to become a healthy person. Balance does such a good job of that and promoting all these different girls, and that's what I want to be a part of and what I want my brand to be. Ultimately why, I chose my heart to go with them. I ultimately on my platform strive to be a positive light and role model to all these people around the world. I define success as, not how much money you make, but how much of a difference you're making to people in the world. I want people to come to my page to be positive, love themselves, and, work on themselves in the fitness aspect. Patrick and I are extremely blessed in our lives, so giving back is just a small portion of what we can do in this world. Coming to Kansas City, he realized that one day he wants to start his own charity, help all of these underprivileged kids get these different opportunities that they might not get in their everyday life. So I kind of wanted to do, my own thing, and my heart is with animals. I love dogs. These are my dogs. This is Silver. And this is Steel. Patrick bought me Steel in college. He's a pit bull, and ultimately why I got into the dog community to start preaching about dogs like him. I found out that, there's some cities that actually ban pit bulls because aggressive breeds aren't allowed in certain places. And I'm like, my dog is not aggressive. Like, if you meet him, you would understand. And I just don't think this is right for these dogs to be stereotyped. I work a lot with Kansas City Pet Project, Great Plains, giving back to the community and seeing these kids' faces and seeing these beautiful dogs, get the attention that they need is just one of the greatest feelings ever. As most of you know, I'm gonna become a mom soon. It definitely was not something we expected in 2020, but everything happens for a reason, and ultimately this is like one of the biggest blessings in our life, is bringing a new life into this world. He is the happiest, giddiest dad there ever is to be. I literally cannot wait to do this together with him, and parenthood is definitely something that I am excited that it came sooner than later, and it's definitely going to be a fun journey for him and I to take. I'm different, but this is how I grew up, and I'm proud of it, and this is who I am.